In this video, I will show you 4 Chrome extensions every designer and non-designer must have. So the first extension that you must have is a color picker. So there's so many of them that you can find on the Chrome App Store. It doesn't matter which one you get, but you should have a color picker if you are ever looking to design something on the internet, or even looking to design something on Photoshop or something like that. You'll be able to just pick the color picker and then select the color that you want. Select the color that you want. So I'm just going to show you the one that I'm using here, which is called Color Picker Eyedropper. So if you install it, it should be right over here. And just click on that and then select any. So let's open Elementor and use our color picker to select a color. So when I'm designing, I'm picking colors on the internet, probably from Figma or any other place. This is what I use. And as you can see, it goes deep into the colors to give you the very square that you're on. So as you can see, it is creating a square. You'll be able to select the very color that you want. So if you're looking for a color picker, color picker, definitely check this one out. I'll leave the link in the description. The second extension that I think you should or you must have is a font finder. As always, there are a bunch of them out there. You don't have to use this one, but you should definitely have one, because let's go back on Elementor's page. Then, so this is how it looks like when you install it. So you can just click on it like that, and then you can go through any website and just click on the font that you see. So we're going to click on this one. Okay, so here it tells you that the font that you're using is Helvetica. It tells you the size, it tells you the line height, it tells you the vertical alignment, the spacing, the decorations over here and other stuff. So this is an in-depth information about a font type that is being used. It even gives you the color that you're using, and if there's a background color, it also tells you what the background color is. So this is the second extension that you must have if you are ever designing on the internet. The next thing that you should have is Grammarly. If you don't know what Grammarly is a spell check writing app. So let's open Grammarly over here. Then let's try and then write a sentence. Alright, so this sentence is definitely wrong. There's a lot of grammatical errors, but as you can see, Grammarly will help you fix some of the grammatical errors that you have. So we have a sentence, web designee was very good these days. Totally wrong. So let's see what Grammarly is going to do. So Grammarly is saying that this design is definitely wrong, so they want us to choose this. And it tells you why you should use what they're telling you. So let's say that, okay, we want to use that. So now what we have now is web design was very good these days. So let's click, saying that these days is also wrong. So we're going to click on that, and it to tell you, to give you like suggestions as to what you should use. So it is telling us to use this day or these days. Both of them can convey a meaning, so we're just going to pick these days. But even after that, if you want to get more from Grammarly, you can subscribe to their premium service, and then it is telling you that you have even more faulty tense sequence over here, and then word choice is also really wrong. So it's telling you that you have more problems, and for you to be able to fix even more of the problem that you have, you can also subscribe to their premium version, and you should be able to get more access to more features. So that is the third thing that you should have. the fourth thing that you should have is an SVG exporter. So what an SVG exporter does is, let's say you are on a certain page. Let's go to, let's say we are on this page, definitely on this page, and we want to export. Let's say we want to see whether there's an SVG file on this website. So this is the SVG. If you install it, you're going to also see a pop-up over here. So we're just going to go back to this website, and then we're going to click on this SVG exporter. So over here, every SVG that they have used on this particular page has been extracted and placed over here. So we don't have to be looking around trying to find out, oh, is there an SVG over here or not? This extension gathers all the SVG on this particular page and then place it over here. So you can just go in, let's say we want this, you click on that, and then down over here, you can just click on download selected. You can also select everything and then just download everything that you have selected. And as always, you can download them as an SVG, PNG, or JPEG. With the PNG, you can see that there is a quality function over here where you can bump it to 100 if you want it to be super crispy. Mostly download them as SVG because those are pretty scalable when it comes to usage. One thing that I will add in that I am using personally is an app called Webtune. So Webtune is, let's try and open it. Right, so Webtune is just like Grammarly. It's a bit cheaper than Grammarly, but it is not all that cheap. I think the price is around $113 a year, but it also helps you to rewrite sentences. So when we go back to the Grammarly page and then we copy this, and we go back to Webtune and then we paste, let's say what we just copied, and then we select everything, we can tell. It's also trying to correct, and then let's go back so you can see what it just did over there. All right, so this is what we have. Web design was very good these days, which is still a wrong sentence. Grammarly is telling us to pay to fix it. Just like Webtune, it is not free. You also have to pay to use it. This is not a free service. This one you have to pay. I think they have a trial. You can test it and see how it feels, but it is a paid service. So this is what it's saying. It is saying that we have an issue here. So you can just click on that. It wants us to use the word is, so I'm just going to click on that. It's telling you that, okay, here you want to make a word change. So let's say we want to use this. So now what do we have? Web design is very advanced these days, which is a true statement. But let's say we want to rewrite how this sentence is. We can just click on rewrite. And then it will spin out different ways of saying this. These days, web design is very advanced. Nowadays, web design is very advanced. Creating a website has become increasingly sophisticated in recent years. Today's web design is highly advanced. So this too is also pretty good if you're looking for a different way of writing whatever that you have written. I use them when I'm doing copyright for clients. I use them when I'm writing my descriptions for YouTube videos. For most of the text that I do use this and other tools that I have. I have another tool called PepperType. So PepperType is also a paid service. I bought this one on AppSumo. So it's also another tool that can help you write out sentence if you give them information. So these are some of the tools that I use, but I showed you the very top 4 things that you should have if you are a designer.